Work your plan. You've got to plan your work and work your plan in order for you to be successful in this business. I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and achieve your monthly goals and break those monthly goals down to the smallest bite-sized pieces for you to achieve on a daily basis so that you can know what you're looking to do every time you walk into the dealership. In the automotive industry, I see too many salespeople who have no clue on how to achieve any kind of goal. They just show up and hopefully it all works out. I don't want you to come into work with that kind of mentality thinking, well, hopefully it's going to all work out. I'm going to give you a solid plan so that you can plan your work and work your plan on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, and a yearly basis. Okay? So here we go. How many do you want to sell? What's your goal? What do you want to accomplish this month? I'm going to go ahead and start with just saying 20 off the bat, okay? Most people in the automotive industry, if you're selling 20 vehicles, you can make a decent living, okay? Depending on whether you're on commission or bonus levels or whatever it might be, okay? So here's what we're going to talk about. You want to sell 20 vehicles for the month. So we're going to start with the end in mind, 20. That's our goal. We want to sell 20. Now, in order for you to get to the numbers that we want to back into, you've got to know what your closing ratio is. Your closing ratio is simply the number that's equal based off of how many opportunities you've had and then turn those opportunities into actual sales. For example, if you talk to 10 people and you sold 3 people, that means that you closed 30% of the 10 people you spoke to into actual sales. Okay, so 30% I'm going to use as just average, okay? And I know some people are closing at a higher number. I know some people are closing at a lower number, but I'm talking about 30% of all the people you have conversations with. Those include the people who are in service that you said hello to and talked to and had a conversation with. The people that pulled into the lot, never got out of the car, and you had a conversation with them through the window. The people who were actually walking around on the lot but got back in their car and never came in, you include them as well. The people who actually came in the showroom, never sat at the desk, and you include them as well. The people who sat at your desk, you wrote up and you had a conversation with, never worked out numbers or whatever it might be, but you didn't include them as well. So I want to give you an idea that you need to include everybody if you want to get an accurate closing ratio, okay? So let's just use 30% as a round number, as an average number. So if you want to sell 20, we're going to use this number here. 20 divided, the number, the number you want to sell divided by the closing ratio equals the total amount of opportunities you need to have in order for you to achieve that goal. All right, so 20 divided by 30% equals 66.666667. Okay, so 67, let's just round it up. 67. If you want to sell 20 at a 30% closing ratio, you're going to need to work 67 deals. Okay, let's look at it a different way. Ready? So 67 times 30% closing ratio equals 20.1 deals. So 20 deals are going to be sold at a 30% closing ratio if you work 67 customers. Okay, let's go one step further now. Now, in order for you to be able to achieve that, you don't have 30 days or 31 days or how many days you have in the month. You actually have your working days that you need to divide that by. So I want to show you how to go one step further because we, again, are constantly chasing our monthly goals. I need to sell 20. And then it's the 10th, and you got 2 cars out, and you still need to sell 20. And it's the 15th, and you got 5 cars out, and you still need to sell 20. It's the 20th, and you got 8 cars out, and you still need to sell 20. You're constantly chasing 20. But I want to show you to break it down even more to help you get a daily goal and know what your daily goal should be also, okay? So 67 opportunities is what you want to aim for the month. Let's just say with days off and holidays or anything like that, you have to put that into consideration as, you know, when you're figuring out how many actual working days you have for the month. So let's just say 22 is the number. So that's 22 working days. That's kind of on average. So 67 is the total amount of customer opportunities you need to have divided by 22 working days equals 3. So you need to have 3 opportunities a day for 22 working days that you're working this month. Okay? 3 opportunities, 3 people you need to have conversations with. You need to be able to talk and bring them through the conversation towards the sale. Okay? So again, 3 is what you're aiming for, not just 22 deals. I need 3 opportunities. I need to find 3 opportunities today in order for me to be able to sell the number I need to sell for the month. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work those opportunities. Again, this works for any number. Again, I'm going to show you another way. Let's just say you want to sell 30. Okay? I want to sell 30 units for this month. And let's just say your closing ratio is lower at 20%. Okay? Divide that now by 20%. That means you need to work 150 customers. Divide that now by 22 working days. Then that means you need to figure out how to get 7 customers, 6.8, 7 customers in front of you on a daily basis. Okay, again, let's go back and say 15 is your number. I want to sell 15 and you close at a 40% closing ratio. Okay, 40% equals I need 37 and a half opportunities if I'm going to close at a 40% closing ratio for the month. Okay, divide that by, let's just say 38, but divide that by 22 working days. That's 1.7. That's 2 actual opportunities a day. As you can see, this formula works no matter what you're trying to sell, how many you're trying to sell. It always works. Take the number you're trying to sell, total units, divide it by the closing ratio, whatever that is, equals the total opportunities. Divide that by the actual working days you have for the month, and that will help you achieve your goals. That gives you a plan that you can plan your work to, and then now you just work your plan. And I'm going to talk to you about the work now needed on top of that to be able to get to those numbers, the opportunities, where they're going to come from, and the activities that you need to make in order for you to achieve that in our next video.